Question on today's docket is Pokemon a good investment? I know that there's some sides on both ends of this. I would say no and yes. A lot of reasons on why that's not, and a lot of reasons on why it is. But today, let's sit here and break that down a little bit and discuss why each one of those is. But if you're new here, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and hit the like, guys. It helps us out. We can get 20. It's easy, it's free, doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps us a ton. If you like the Pokemon TCG, including investing, marketing, and just what's happening in general in the Pokemon TCG, and also we do an opening on Sunday of the latest products that are out there for the Pokemon TCG. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you really enjoy what we do here. But we're going to go ahead and just discuss today, is Pokemon a good investment, and the reasons why it is, and the reasons why you hear it isn't. So, first thing that I'm going to just bring up is that people like to say that Pokemon is not a good investment because of the threat of reprints that come with this product. Now, you got to realize that Pokemon is a commodities product, meaning they continually create more items to sell. It's not just like a stock or an actual business itself where you're purchasing in and they usually have a set volume that they can have inside of that stock, and you purchase a portion of that volume. And if they increase that volume, of course, they do splits on the stock in order to give you more stock share, but increase their volume. So there's very little, or it's a very slow process to become more volume inside of the stock. If you look at Pokemon, at any point in time, they can go, we want to print this product, and turn on a printing press and make more of it. That's where a lot of people don't like to say that Pokemon is a good investment. Is that because you always have that threat of reprint sitting there in front of you that it could always come up and be there and completely dilute your pricing on stuff. And a perfect example of it is what we opened on Sunday, and I'll put it up above right over here for you. And these are those Urshifu VMAX boxes. We opened these, we got them at Walmart. They're a Black Friday deal. Now, if you were a single cards collector and you were buying these Urshifu cards, the Urshifu VMAX just from the set, just for like $4 to $5 here in the last few months, you may have collected quite a few of these. You could not have predicted that Pokemon International was going to stick that into a VMAX box and not make it a promo, but make it the actual card. Once again, that's why it could be a very iffy or dangerous investment when you do that, because now our local Walmart, I just asked them today, got 200 of each one of these boxes. So they got 200 Rapid Strike and 200 Single Strike at a small town Walmart here in northern Wisconsin. Imagine how many of these VMAX cards now are going to be put into circulation. These cards are going to be worth $1, if that, just because of how many were printed. So once again, that's why in the singles market, can be a bad investment to try and do this in the ultra modern age, what's still in the reprint section. Now, if you go to modern, these risks really do go down. So if you look in the Sun and Moon and the XY Evolutions era or XY eras, you can really have some good potential at picking up some singles cards at a really good price. Same thing with the products. You got products that people will say, well, it's a bad deal because you are purchasing booster boxes of Vivid Voltage. And even a lot of us have had these on a top 5 products to purchase. Vivid Voltage, though, is a very good set. We picked that product because it is a like set. There's a big chase card, and there's actually a couple chase cards because a lot of people don't talk about it, but there's a secret rare Charizard sitting around in there. It's still about $150 to $200, guys. Everybody focuses on Chunkachu because that card is going for around $400. But there's still quite a few other chase cards in that set that really make that set valuable and really sought after. That's one thing that really is a good thing about these sets. People say, well, look what happened when they did a reprint. A booster box went from 210 all the way down to 220. It's recovered to about 240 now, or 140. Went down to 120, now recovered to 140. And people are pointing out that people may have bought this at $200, $210, even $250 when it maxed out, and now you're nowhere near that. And that's why a lot of investors, even myself, any kind of investor out there will tell you, do not purchase ultra modern products at or below or above MSRP. Because if you go above MSRP, there's always that risk that reprints will happen and completely dilute that market back down. Now, if you go back out of retired sets, so go back in the Sun and Moon era, and you go back into XY era, these sets aren't having reprints. These sets are continually running out of product, and that's the thing is that people always say, you know, well, it doesn't make sense why the singles are so low, but yet the booster box is so high. The reason being is that the singles will always come up in population, while the product always goes down. More people open product up, and then they make singles. The singles population goes up because people are opening up product. There is no replacement coming into the top of these products to bring it back up. That's why there's a good investment opportunity to have that sealed product. While the card prices may not make any sense, because you even go back to black and white base set, there's a Pikachu card I think is the most valuable card, which is $50 in the whole set. But yet the black and white boxes are going for $1,200, $1,500 for a black and white booster box. That's where we start seeing that separation as population goes up on singles, sealed product goes down, value continues to go up on sealed product and drop or stay the same on singles. So there's always that kind of thought processes when you're dealing with a commodity versus a stock or a mutual fund or anything like that, is there's only so much printed at some point. They stop printing it. They can't print every set over and over and over again to keep that supply coming in. And that's why Pokemon can be a very good investment, especially if you do a little research and look for exclusivity, the low print products, some of the things that are maybe hard to find. You know, one of the products is right even here. I think that this is going to be one of them that it seemed like a good idea. And I think, you know, it's a cool little box and it's cool, the V Union, but I think it's one of those things that they can't keep up with production, and it's going to end up being a low print volume because of that. Now, it could change. They could print more, and I'm not going to say they won't, but from what we saw from the original release of this product and how much has come back since, they aren't printing a lot, guys. It's just not coming back yet, and only time will tell to see if that's going to be valued higher than what it was when it was first released, and right now it is. Right now those V boxes were $29.99 when you got them, and now they're running about $45 to $50 because there was such a limited and they're kind of an exclusive print current. These are the things that you need to watch when you're looking for good investments in Pokemon, is literally just these exclusive products that have low print runs. ETBs were always that item. You go back to early Sword and Shield, you go all the way back into XY Evolutions, Sun and Moon, even go back to Black and White when we first got our first ETBs. These products were always printed on the first wave. They were low population numbers, and then of course you would pick these up, and if you held them as sealed product, because of the exclusivity of them, you had a very good opportunity to have an investment item. Newer ETBs seem to be breaking that trend. We're even seeing reprints now of Sword and Shield reprints from early. So we're going base set. We've got Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage. All of those ETBs have been put on the docket for reprint coming up here in the near future. And when that starts happening, that tells me that Pokemon International is starting to figure out what the better selling item is. Booster boxes are only sold at LGSs as box or as individuals, but Walmart and Target, all these big box stores want ETBs. They're not $140, they're only $40. They sell more, they take up less shelf space, there's less to worry about when it comes down to them. They're easy to handle and they're easy to get the products out, and that's what the big box stores are going with, and the sales are up because people are looking for ETBs. So once again, older ETBs, great for exclusivity, great to be able to purchase these and put them away if you go Sun and Moon and older. Newer ETBs, we might be seeing that change. We might be going back to the booster box mentality where booster box is your mutual fund. It's got everything in it. You can sell it as a full box. You can sell it as individual packs. You can go down and break it down into singles and try and sell singles if they're going well. So once again, booster boxes, great for mutual fund and different. ETBs have a lot of extra stuff in it that people really don't want. We've got so many sets of dies and coins and counters around here that it just from opening these ETBs that there's just waste. There's a lot of waste inside of an ETB, while a booster box is just packs, and that's simple, clean, and gets you the best bang for your buck when it comes down to it. So in the long run of things, Pokemon is a good investment. You have to be careful, just like any market. When you see people starting to sell product, that's when we start to look to buy. Really, investors right now are just sitting back and watching, because people are buying, prices are going high, the market is going way up because of that lack of supply, that lack of product coming in, and the supply chains being broken, not being able to get the materials to produce these cards. But Pokemon will eventually flood this market back up with all these backlog prints that they have coming. And then that's when, as an investor, you need to be looking for when you could snatch up some of these great prices that are coming in the near future. That being said, guys, we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hope you guys are having a great week. Hopefully you got something good planned for the week up ahead. If you like this kind of content, of course, hit that subscribe, hit that notify, and hit the like. Also, check out these two videos over here. A couple more investing videos for you guys to look at and check out and see, maybe get some ideas for yourself in the Pokemon TCG. With that being said, we will see you next time here on Northwoods Collectors.